So y'all, this is crazy. And I know some of y'all gonna be thinking like, this is not true. Anything can happen. You know what I mean? So yesterday, you know, typical day. Typical day. So I get a text from my cousin. It said, cousin, I said, what's up? He said, guess what? I said, question. He said, Granny pregnant by your husband. I said, how you know? He said, because when I went to her house, he was giving her the pregnancy test and cooking her food and all that stuff. And I definitely figured it out. Because when he walked out the house, they were arguing. I heard her say that it was his baby. And you need to get on that ASAP. So I said, oh my God, with crying emojis. Because I was wondering, like, why my husband was not coming straight home. Like, you really sleeping with my grandmother? And I'm talking about my grandmother on my dad's side. You're really sleeping with my grandmother? You know how old that woman is? But they say old people can get pregnant. So I can believe it now. You know? And it's crazy because, you know, my grandma is 77 years old, almost 80. How are you going to have a baby? You know, and I know that some of y'all going to be like, oh my God, this can't be true. But it's true. I have receipts to show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to show y'all these text messages to show. And then I'm going to explain to y'all more. So, I'm going to try to cover his number as much as I can. But I'm going to show y'all. I ain't trying to give out his number because y'all be kind of crazy on this internet. So. I tried to show as much as I can if y'all caught it. But it's crazy, y'all. You know, and I've been suspecting this because at the end of the day, I'm like, so why? So why? As y'all see the bags under my eyes, like, look at this. The bags under my eyes, like, it's crazy because I've been crying. And I've been asking him, like, why you haven't been coming home from work? And this and that. He like, because I've been working overseas. I don't question my supposed to be 50-50 with anything individual. Like, you're my husband. You know, and my grandmother one gave me a waist to him. So how would I figure that you want to mess around with him? So anyways, like I was saying, you know, he like, well, I've been working late and all that. So I'm not going to question it. But my thing is, why go sleep with my grandmother? Out of all people, my grandmother? What? Are you serious? Like, it could have been my cousin, my whoever. But are you freaking serious with this? Are you freaking serious? So now I'm in the middle of a hard rock in the shell, if y'all know what that means. So now you know, I'm moving out the house because the house is in both our names. Because again, he's my husband. You know, so me and my children just gonna leave because, of course, I'm not going anywhere in this. That's so I'm just departure. But my thing is, like, my grandmother out of all people, like, are you serious? This can't be real. And I'm gonna try to show y'all these text messages again because it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. So I'm not gonna go over there and beat up my grandma. I'm not gonna go talk mess to her, nothing. Like I said, this lady personally raised me. You know, it was different things going on in my life, and she took me and my sister in. But I would never think out of nothing in the world that I would get married years and years later and you would sleep with my husband. What? So, how the baby gonna be kin to me if you my grandmother? You know, and it's crazy. And now they gonna be kin to my kids. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. Y'all been crying so much. I don't even got no more tears to form. My eyes are all black under here, like as y'all see. Girl, this stuff is crazy. But what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? But just walk away. And don't wish your freedom. Because then who your children gonna have? Because apparently they won't have my grandmother because she's pregnant by my husband. But now because I'm filing for divorce. And this story have tripped a lot of people out. But this is really true. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up and I'm going to put my phone on my dryer. And I'm going to try to show y'all these receipts, okay? I'm going to try my hardest to show y'all these receipts again. Excuse me, y'all, for my shirt. I'm sorry. I'm just so distraught and devastated. I don't know what to do. But I'm going to show y'all these receipts, okay? But I'm gonna cover up his number because I'm not trying to show nobody's numbers, okay? So, this is how I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all, let me put it closely, okay? Look at that. As y'all see, everything I said that's what's in these texts, right? This is what in these texts, right? Look at that. Sorry for my fingers being in the camera, but I'm trying to show y'all these receipts. And then I said, oh my God, with the tears. I didn't know. You know, and I'm not rich in my freedom, and I love this man. But I'm not going to jail for this man. I have children I have to finish raising. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, y'all be careful because it be your own family members. And for this to be my grandmother? Like, are you serious? Are you serious? All right. Okay, y'all. This is the update on my husband getting my granny pregnant. I have receipts to show my granny is pregnant. What else can I say? Yeah, so, you know, like I say, I told y'all I've been left my husband, you know. I have been crying consistently. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, I done cried so much, y'all. I just don't understand it. I was the best wife I thought I could be, you know. But you go lay up with my grandmother, y'all. This is a true fact story. This is nothing to be played with. This is nothing to be talked about. And then somebody gonna say, let me address these comments too in my last video. Won't y'all go check that out and then look at this one. So, this lady gonna say 77 impossible. You better look up. You better go in history. You can get pregnant anytime. It ain't gotta be no certain age. Now, if you 99 or something, no. No, you can't. But if you're not even close to 99, you can get pregnant, honey. Yeah, it's a such thing. So, okay, back to these receipts. And this is the part 2. This is the update. Let's go back to this. Let me show y'all the pregnancy test that he sent me, my husband. Talk about he had been looking at my grandmother since he met me. My thing is, why you didn't go? Why you didn't go over there? That's my thing. If you felt the way you say you felt, why you didn't talk to my grandma instead of me? I'm just... So, with that being said, I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. So, if that was the fault, then why you didn't go for my grandmother? And then for her to be my grandmother, I can't really do nothing. You know, that's my grandmother. I would never disrespect her. She raised me as a kid, you know, so, you know, it's crazy. Even though it's other medical decision behind this. But I'm not going to disclose all that because that's still my grandmother, okay? But let me show you. I don't know if y'all can pay attention to the photo, but here's the photo. I'm sorry, y'all. Here's the photo. I don't know if y'all can see this. It's kind of blurry a little bit. This is the way they sent me the pregnancy test. But I know y'all probably can see those 2 lines. Those 2 lines. Or whatever. But anyways, y'all can't. This is the only picture I have of the pregnancy test. And my cousin took it. You know, and my grandmother, she won't talk to me no more. Normally, I can call her every morning. We sit on the phone, laugh, talking, anything. She going around talking about she can't stand me and all this and all that. Like, it's crazy. Because you choose to sleep with my husband, that I have 5 kids by. You crazy. But, you know, it's just crazy. It's all around the border crazy. And I know some of y'all gonna come on here talking. But my grandmother was pregnant by my husband. But he's my ex-husband because I'm going for divorce. Divorce. So it'll be an update on that video as well. So I'm really over here struggling, y'all. Like, this is not a game. This is not nothing to be laughed about. This is not nothing to be played about. This is serious. So, y'all just, you know, pray for me. And I'll be back with a part 3. Thank you. Guys, this is a quick little third update about my husband getting my granny pregnant. Okay, it's been a lot of things going on. My eye is just now getting better to where I can see and stuff like that, but I still got to go to an eye doctor because as y'all see, I do have a permanent eye stigma. But by him punching me in the eye, it made my muscles under there, you know, it's very sensitive to sunlight. And I left out the house without getting it. But anyways, let me get on to this story, okay? So, yesterday night, he came to my house, banging on my door. Oh, you gonna let me in? You gonna let me in? Then he got to kicking at it. So, me, being me, I went to the door like, what is it that you want? I want to see my kids. And After he done had my grandma play on my phone all day yesterday, calling me bitches. I ain't shit and all this. Okay, I didn't cause y'all to sleep together. That's a decision that y'all made. That's the decision that y'all made. I didn't tell y'all to sleep together. And didn't. So, with that being said, I could let him in. Due to him say he want to see his kids. The kids was happy to hear his voice at the door. Because remind you, since I found this out about my granny being pregnant by my husband, we haven't been sleeping together. He's not at home. I guess he been on my grandmother's house or wherever he been up to stay at. I don't know. But, okay, so I let him in. The kids hug him and stuff like that. So, he said, I want to talk to you. You know, I should have knew that was a no-no. So, he thought it was sweet. He did. And one of my children called the police. He thought he was going to run, you know, after he tried to attack me again. But this time, I wasn't having it. You know, you'd already hit me in my eye. My eye was messed up for a few days. And now you trying to do it again. But probably worse, or try to kill me. So, one of my children sure did call the police. And they arrested him. He tried to run, but they tackled him down. He's out there acting a plumb fool. For one, I'm not telling you to come over here and harass me. You are harassing me. Because of what? Because you slept with my granny and now she's pregnant. And this is the messed up thing about the whole thing. My kids is her grandkids. Just imagine now, her son or daughter will be my kid's sister or brother. Like, how do that look? Like, it's just a tripped out story, y'all. It's a tripped out story, okay? So, with that being said, y'all, you know, I just been trying to move on from it. Now that he's in jail, I'm going to go press charges. Now, that's up to the, you know, the court and whatever to let him back out. But I know I did what I had to do. And I'm also going to file a restraining order in the coming days. And, yeah, hopefully he stays away from me if they do let him out. But he has other cases besides what he did to me. So, you know, with that being said, you know, I'm not running, and I'm not going to move out of my house. That's what I'm not going to do. I don't have money to move here, move there, move there, move here. No, so I'm going to stay right where I'm at, and God will keep his hands and things, you know, over me to keep me going, you know, and possibly keep me out of harm's way. Y'all know what I mean? So with that being said, y'all, that's the story of update on my granny being pregnant by my husband. Talk to you guys soon. So as y'all know, I told y'all this is update number 4. I met up with my granny yesterday. You could tell that she's heard about the whole situation, but like I told her, I'm gonna help her as I can with the baby. This is messed up situation, but that's my granny. And I asked her, did she want to do a live video or whatever? She said no. She don't like the internet. My granny don't be on the internet. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm going to respect her. Even though she didn't respect me by laying down with my husband. So, we talked, and she's about 3.5 months pregnant. She'll find out what she having in the next several weeks. And I will let you know that. But the doctor is watching her. But they say that she's healthy and she can have it. Again, there was an 80-year-old in Africa that was pregnant and went all the way through with no problems. So with that being said, I'm going to stick it out with her. But she knows I told her how I felt. It's very hurting. It's very heartbreaking, basically, and I'm suffering mentally. This is not a game. Why some of y'all saying, oh, a 77-year-old woman can't get pregnant? Again, you better Google some stuff, hunty, because it's very, very true. But, so, I asked her, when did they start messing around? She told me last year, the early part of 2023. So, about February of 2023. And I'm like, wow, really? And she was like, yeah, he would come to give me the DoorDash. And yes, I did call him to vent to him. But I'm like, Grandma, you got all these grandkids. You got grown grandkids. You could have called me. I would have sat on the side and would have came over there to be your shoulder to cry on. Because I know how hard things get in life with different situations. And she said, yeah, true, but I rode with him to do DoorDash because he was telling me that you didn't want to go with him and all that other stuff. So I rode with him. And I'm like, so why you didn't, call me and tell me what was going on? But I know he had been acting weird. Like, it was just some of the things he was doing. I was like, and I asked him one day, are you seeing somebody else? He said, no. He said, no, I'm not seeing anyone. So I'm like, but you're acting strange and weird. Oh, I guess for no reason? Or what? So I just let it go. But yeah, so basically that's, only update I can give you guys right now. At this point in time, I also asked her, can I take screenshots of the paper from her doctor? She says no. So I gotta respect that. Now if she was an outsider, I probably wouldn't have. I know I wouldn't have. I would have took pictures, and even though she did do things that an outside female would do, but, disrespecting her is something I'm not going to do. So for some of y'all that want to see things, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm going to respect her. That woman is my grandma. You know what I mean? So, even though she didn't realize I'm her granddaughter at the time of the situation that was going on, it's just a simple fact. She's still my grandmother, and I'm going to respect her. And some of y'all asked, are you going to help with the baby? Yes, I am. Kid don't have nothing to do with anything. Not nothing. So, of course, yes, I am going to help her. So, whoever got a problem with it, I don't care. But this is update number 4. And talk to you guys soon.